Hi, I'm Christy Fulkerson. I'm a reporter, producer, shooter, anchor, do a little bit of everything for TV2Sports and Sportsing. So every day is a little bit different, and that's kind of what's nice about this business, is that no day is the same as the one before, the one after, which keeps it interesting. So every day, right now I'm in charge of producing the daily sports show with the help of some of the colleagues, but trying to find all of the different local sports going on at the high school, college levels, and of course all of our responsibilities with covering professional sports in the area with the Phantoms, the Iron Pigs, the Fightin' Phils, the Steelhawks. So it's really just kind of first and foremost keeping tabs on what's happening and then prioritizing where we need to be and when, and trying to get everything covered in some sense.
We usually come in the morning and have to edit our stories for a sports scene show, go over graphics, any notes we need for the show, anything that anybody needs help with, we'll edit those stories too. Make sure our keys are submitted, identification keys for the story, and then usually around 3:30, 3:45 every day we sit down and do our show.
And then it's on to getting ready for the show, so I look at the rundown and I look at each topic, and I will break down notes, just little blurbs on each story so that I can be conversational when I'm on set.
There's always way more people behind the scenes than you would ever imagine. I mean, everybody just sees the anchors, but there's multiple people in the control room, plus there are people that do post-production, pre-production to get to the point of the show. So.
As a director, you want to, number one, you have to make sure everybody's where they need to be. You have to make sure you have your cameraman, you have somebody that can do your keys for you, you have your audio engineer, you have your people on set. I need to call out the show. So I pretty much, over a headset, tell everybody, this is what's coming up next, this is what's live. I tell them to stand by. Let's say if it's for audio, I need him to be standing by with his mics, because maybe we're rolling a story, so he needs to be aware that they have to be ready to bring their mics up. I also give the countdowns of every story. When a story's coming to an end, I make sure that I count people on set down, so they know when they're coming back on the air. And also when a story's ending, people that are running audio need to know it's time to bring up their microphones. I put up everything that's on air. So whatever's live on air, I control that and push the right buttons. One, to make sure the things are in preview correctly, and then also from preview to program, and that's what goes live on the air.
The communication that we have in saying, hey, I think I can really excel in reporting this sport. Hey, I know a lot about this sport. So it's pretty open to sending us to the sports that we care about and the sports that we're passionate about. And usually when you're passionate about a sport, it relays a lot better on camera. But other than that, it's a wide open array of stuff that we cover.
I'll show up to a shoot. Even before I leave the studio, I like to check that I have batteries and all my levels are good. I like to have that I have everything I need, including my P2 card, my sticks, my microphones. And then when I actually get to the shoot, I have an order that I do things. I'll set my sticks up, I'll set up the camera, plug in my battery, plug in my P2, grab a white balance, grab a focus, check my audio levels, make sure everything is good.
And that can change during a game. You could be shooting the first quarter of a game, and the lighting conditions will be one way, and it'll change by the end, so you have to adapt. That is one skill that you need as a member of the communication broadcasting community, is being flexible.
So anytime I go to a story, I like to know as much as I can about either the two teams, about the subject, depending it's a feature, or if it's just a head-to-head regular season game. I'm one of those people that goes with a lot of notes, because I think that's, we are the people that are giving the information to the viewers at home, so it's our job to know as much as we can. And I think that's how you can kind of dig deeper and find the stories within the story too. Like, everyone knows the record and there's a win and a loss, but what's the underlying story that maybe we can find? So I like to be over-prepared and go in with a lot of notes, because you never know what's going to happen either. That's why they play the games, as they say, the upsets, and sometimes you go to stories with a plan and it completely changes, so that's the fun part.